Hello everyone, I'm unr3al, and it's come to my attention that some of you may be wondering what I'm doing here and maybe asking who the hell am I to judge anything. Well, I'll use this video to tell you. Welcome to my first Q&A from an average gamer. Question 1. Who are you? Well, I'm unr3al. I'm a middle-aged gamer who's been playing video games regularly for about 24 years as of the release of this video, covering all sorts of different genres from first-person shooters to third-person action games to fighters to driving games, side-scrollers, role-playing games, MMOs, and some other genres I'm probably not thinking of. I predominantly play on PC, but I do have a history of ownership of a few different gaming consoles also. I have a regular day job, and as a result, video games have moved from being close to a full-time part of my life down to being part-time, but it's not something I'll ever stop having fun with. Question 2. What's the purpose of this channel? Well, back around 8 or so years ago, I began playing around with a mod for Grand Theft Auto 4 called LCPD First Response, a police mod for the game that puts you on the other side of the thin blue line, trying to enforce law and order in Liberty City. Soon after uploading those videos, the folks who created LCPD First Response, G17 Media, saw fit to upload my videos to their website as a way of promoting the mod, and extend an invitation to me to join the beta testing team, which I'm still a part of today, with their new mod for Grand Theft Auto 5, LSPD First Response, and their upcoming Red Dead Redemption 2 mod. Due to their promotion of my strictly amateur video uploads, I actually obtained millions of views. Yes, literally, you can check the view count for yourself. But I didn't do much more with the channel after that. As I continued to age, I still kept playing games, and I saw the landscape of the video game industry change radically, sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. When I talk games with my friends or my coworkers, it's usually a fun dialogue, and we get to tell stories about past experiences and exchange ideas and philosophies on how video games should be. I always have a great time talking shop, so to speak, in that regard, and I've had the idea to expand that activity to a larger platform, YouTube, to include all of you in the discussion. Question 3. What's so special about your reviews? Well, I'm honest and I speak my mind. I've used the tagline average gamer in my reviews thus far, and that's true. I'm an average Joe who plays video games as my free time permits. And unlike professional critics employed by large companies, I do not get free copies of the game, I do not get advanced copies of the game, and I do not get any kind of incentive to say positive things about particular games. I play games on the timetable that the rest of you do, and I pay for video games and equipment just like the rest of you do. So if something sucks, I'm gonna tell you, and if something's good, I'm gonna give praise where it's due. Question 4. Why are you so negative during your reviews? Refer to the last question. Seriously though, I've been told I have somewhat of a dry sense of humor, and I don't pull punches where I believe criticism is due. When I used to post written reviews of games on what are now old, disused forum boards, I scored them like other review websites did, with a number. These days, I like to boil it down simply to whether a game is good or not, which is why I now give games a thumbs up, thumbs in the middle, or thumbs down. Question 5. Why do your reviews come out long after the game launches? Well, I do not get advanced copies of the games like I mentioned before, and this channel is merely a passion project. I work a full-time job and overtime to pay the bills, and I do my best to maintain a social life outside of sitting down at my computer or going to work every week. I do what I can to complete single-player campaigns in a timely fashion, and honestly these days, that's usually not very hard to do. Multiplayer is another story, since it's hard for people to agree upon how much time spent is, quote, enough time. But if people don't agree with my reviews, that's certainly their right. What I'm here to do is tell you my thoughts on a game based on my experiences. Despite not getting advanced copies of games, I have wound up on several closed alpha or closed beta testing groups for various games over the years, and sadly, most of them have non-disclosure agreements that you have to sign in order to play. So if I remain silent on a game where I actually do have early access, it's because I don't want to get kicked off the testing team and become persona non grata for future game betas, because publishers and developers don't forget. Question 6. What does the future look like for this channel? I plan on continuing my review series regardless of view count for the foreseeable future. I also mulled over the idea of starting a YouTube-based podcast with friends where we can freely discuss and share thoughts on games, equipment, news, and the industry in general. If that's going to become a reality, I'll post about it very quickly. I do not have a launch date in mind for that, but subscribers of my channel will certainly be the first to know. In the meantime, I'll be aiming for weekly video releases recorded using my computer, with my gameplay, narrated by yours truly. Thanks for watching everyone, please be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel to help me with new content updates. Until next time, I'm unr3al, and you just watched a Q&A with an average gamer.